YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, another super official on the road review. Can't dig it. Hey, listen, man. All right. I'm always hesitant to shoot these videos because they're not as popular on my channel, and for various reasons, may not be as interesting content. But I like shooting them every once in a while to kind of highlight some things. It's mostly a historical thing. Like, I want this stuff to be on my channel so I can remember some of these times. So basically, for today's review, we're going to be reviewing Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast as purchased from Walmart Neighborhood Market. We're actually nowhere near Walmart Neighborhood Market. We are in what I'm calling the final frontier. So basically, I've had this goal. If you follow me on Instagram, you may or may not know this because this has been ongoing for a while, but it's been a while since I last, did something like this. But ever since COVID, I started going on long walks as kind of like my adventures outside, as a way to get some exercise, as well as, during that lockdown period, we couldn't really hang out with friends, and I didn't want to stay in the house all the time. So I go on these long walks, and eventually I made it my goal to visit every single elementary school in the Evergreen Elementary School District, which is my elementary school district here, local one here that I went to when I was a kid. And I eventually went to almost all of them. The goal was to walk to them, right? So I would walk to them from my house, and I was able to visit most of them, like Evergreen Elementary, Matsumoto, Carolyn Clark, Montgomery, Norwood. Some of the harder ones were like Dove Hill, was really rough. So it takes like 2 hours to get there and back from my house. And the other one that's really hard is, I'm blanking on the name. Cedar Grove, I think it's called. Cedar Grove. Yeah, also about 2 hours there and back. So yeah. Then there are two final frontier ones that I'm saying here that are like basically impossible to walk from my place to and back in a reasonable amount of time. Those being the one I'm going to show you today, which is Whaley, and the other one was Catherine Smith. Catherine Smith, I eventually entered it into my annals of having visited it because I drove to Bevo's dentist place, and also it's near Bevo's Family Dental, the dentist place that his family runs, and it's also near Taste of Persia, so it's on Tully, towards that area, and I happened to visit it. I drove there, of course, so I had that in the archives, and now we're going to add Whaley to it. So we're in this area. It's near the 101. It's in between like 101 and King, this neighborhood here. I'm like never here. The Social Security building, I think, is nearby here. But here's the 101. Up ahead's Tully, and then like King is like that way. Sorry about the background noise, because we're literally right next to 101. I can see the highway sign there. But yeah, let's try this drink. Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast. So I'm generally a big fan of Baja Blast. Normally when I go to Taco Bell, I usually get Baja Blast because it's like the exclusive drink, right, of Taco Bell. It's cool that you can get it in bottled form now. Shout to the after hours, or what was it? What are we called? I think the after hours, right, of Freeborn. Well, we used to get Taco Bell late at night, like Taco Bell Cantina on Durant in Berkeley. But yeah. So normally I'm a big fan of Baja Blast. It's not like my favorite soda, but I think it's pretty good. Here's the zero sugar version, because that's my theme on the road series here. Zero sugar means less calories to worry about. So I've had this other drink before, which is the Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast energy drink. I don't remember if I've done a review on it on my channel or not, but I actually really like those. They're like kind of like like zero sugar energy drink, like Bang, but it's like the Baja Blast flavor, so it's pretty good. There's like this gap in the divider here, but it's been plugged up with some, I want to say cardboard. Some kind of sus there, or some wooden planks. Random sofa here on the street. freeway billboard. Fontaine Road, by the way. Shouts to Genshin Impact. Some apartments. So yeah, this neighborhood is, you know, it's closer to the freeway, so it's gonna be a little less bougie, because, you know, a lot of noise, so prices here are probably lower. Not so you won't get the nicest of neighborhoods. But all right, let's get into this drink. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so yeah, I've never walked through here before. Baja Blast, zero sugar, Mountain Dew going in. That's pretty good, but I would say tastes like Baja Blast for sure. Taking another swig. It's definitely super watered down. Huh, interesting. Maybe it's because I'm used to regular Baja Blast, or I don't know, but whatever it is, this zero sugar version tastes really, really watered down. Like, I feel like between Coke Zero and Coke, there's not a huge difference. This one feels very watered down. Like, not quite on sparkling water levels of watered down, like flavorless. But this is, I think, a lot worse than regular Baja Blast. I do appreciate that, you know, it's zero sugar, so 0 calories. If I can show you guys the nutrition facts there. But the flavor is not the best. Well, it still tastes like Baja Blast, which is good, right? But you're gonna get a much less sweet experience, which I guess is what you expect, right? But I don't know. I feel like a lot of diet sodas these days have been doing well to have their zero sugar versions be pretty tasty. So this Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast, a little bit disappointing, to be honest. It's not terrible by any means, but I'd say it's on the lower end of zero sugar drinks, or so I should say diet sodas, zero sugar sodas. So what would I give this? Maybe like a 2 out of 5? That seems a bit harsh. Probably 2.5 out of 5. Yeah. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm just like walking in a circle around this block here. I actually parked pretty close to the elementary school. I'm just walking around the block, and hopefully I didn't miss my turn. I'm a little sus now. So I see like this temple up ahead. Maybe we'll check out the temple. I'll make this video a little bit longer, but whatever. 2.5 out of 5 for that. It tastes like Baja Blast, but like a severely watered down version of it. So as we approach this temple here, I guess we'll talk about some other stuff. Yeah, I still have kind of like a backlog on my channel, right? I finished the Texas series recently. So the Texas series out on my channel in full at the time of the recording of this video. Okay, we're close to elementary school, I'm fairly certain, because we see these yellow line crosswalks here. This is Alvin Avenue. You might be familiar with this if you get off the Tully exit of the 101 or something. Alvin. We've got, it's not a temple actually, it's a community center. Okay, I think we're in the right area. Alvin. So I've never been to this community center, so let's just check it out real quick. It looks like it's gated off, so can't actually go in. Let's cross here. So we have this giant sign in Chinese here. A lot of the stone lions there, you can see. Red, yellow, and green themes. It says there, the Silicon Valley Chow Chow Community Center. Pretty cool, honestly. Like we are pretty close to Tully, so there's a very strong Asian influence here. I think that's a Confucius statue over there. But this is gated off, so it looks like we can walk through there. More Chinese here. It smells like incense, actually. I can smell that. There's some Vietnamese here. Chua Quan Day. I don't know. I'm not the best at Vietnamese pronunciations. And a giant palm tree. Okay, but I promised to show you guys the elementary school, so let's get back to that. Holy moly, 10 minutes long. I apologize. You know, for those of you still watching, you guys are the real MVPs here. Like I said, these videos tend to be a little less popular on my channel, though far from the least, actually. So I would say, you know, the series with the most popular, that do the best on my channel, are like, well, my regular food reviews. We'll take that as the control, right? They do pretty well, usually like about 20 views after the first few days. The more popular series are stuff like Chris Tech Tips, which reach a wider audience. Things like the travel series, like Wing Drops in Japan, Texas series. My convention videos tend to do better. Oh, here we are. Here's the school. And then the less popular ones are like Wing Drops Walks here. What was it? Bake, actually, tends to be a little less popular, surprisingly, even though it's a food review series. So actually, this is not the elementary school. This is Whaley Field. It's probably just a park that's connected to the elementary school. We have a bunch of these actually in our elementary school district, where there's a park right next to the school. So we have Brigadoon Park and Montgomery Elementary School. We have Quimby Oak Middle School, and I can't remember the park right next to it, even though I visited it many times. I might have the names mixed up too, but whatever. But yeah, we have a park here. It's a baseball field. Big, expansive grass. And as you can see, the play structure there, we are approaching the elementary school, which will be the final destination of this video. So yeah, less popular ones. The least popular I should get to is Wing Drops Cats. No one watches those videos except maybe Steiner. Shout out to Steiner. And Chris. Shout out to Rory for entrance to the field. But yeah, what else is not as popular? I'm trying to think of all the series I have on my channel right now. Wing Drops Chugs tends to be not as popular as well, although I like that series. So yeah, alright. I think we've arrived at the school here. Finally, let's go. Stay safe, play safe. I should have timed my walk better. I spent a long time just walking around the block when this was supposed to be the bulk of the video. So we have a play structure here. You know, first time visiting this elementary school. You know, I would actually, just taking a glance at it, I would rate it higher on the elementary school tier list within the schools in my district. There's the sign here. Let's see if we can identify a mascot or anything like that. Oh, I see over there. The lettering there looks pretty bougie, actually. But this school looks better than the neighborhood, honestly. Okay. So we have Whaley Elementary School. I do not know who Whaley is, but shout out to them. Okay, understandably, their mascot is the whale. Because the Whaley. Shout out to Team Wales, who's going to play in Worlds soon, the Vietnamese team. Shout out to BJ, I think that's the only guy I know on the team. See, it's a California Distinguished School. Pretty nice. I'm just going to walk around here. I think most of this is gated off, so I can't actually go in here. But yeah, like I said, this front office here, with the Whaley sign here, this actually looks pretty nice. So I think I'd rank this higher, like up there with like Cedar Grove, or whatever the name of that school is, and Carolyn Clark. Either this is a new school, which I don't think it is because I've heard the name before, or it's, you know, been renovated before. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. Honestly, another play structure here. And we're coming around here. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't think there's too much else to show you of the school because we're approaching the end of it there. Nice trees. This is Wingdrops. I would rank this elementary school pretty highly. I'd rank this drink not very highly. And this is a long on the road review. Thanks for sticking with me. It's your main man, Wingdrops. And we're done.
Oh yeah, we reached the end of the video. And this video is sponsored by Christian Ortega's next company, Fancy.
Oh my God.
Build your community on fancy.com. See ya.
Like and subscribe to Wingdrops, alright? It's Badlands Chuck's improvement.
Yeah, subscribe to Wingdrops.
Bide your time and hold out hope.